keep having the conversation, keep getting on places where the conversation is being had, so that you keep yourself first informed and mentally checked. Then, when you also go out there and you have to have conversation with people, you know what to tell them. Don't be in a place where they're having a conversation and all you can just do is Abi, now wow, and everybody just laments, but nobody knows the problem. I think people just do a lot of sighing, a lot of, but you can't tell them there's this problem. Look at where the source of the problem is. If we deal with this, we can make progress. So it's for me, I feel like that's like that should be the very least of your long-term plan for every Nigerian. It should be the best. I see myself getting into a conversation with white people that probably don't know what the map of Nigeria looks like. And before I go halfway in the conversation, I'm talking about Nigeria's problem. Like I'm talking about Nigeria's bad leadership, right? And even I think I was saying it on some space. It was one MMC space on some time last week. I said I was talking with a lady from Poland, right? And I was just talking about when you talk about the problem of Nigeria to some people, they can't relate. Every country has problem, but the kind of problem that some countries' problem now is the transportation, they need more timing. Carbon CO2 emission. They're talking about that's the kind of problem some countries have now. They don't have problem with some dumb idiots trying to kill people because they want land. They don't have problem with that's really not their problem, right? So it's you just see all this and and so on. I was telling some people, I said, at some point in that conversation, the person asked me, was like, because of course Nigeria is a very interesting place. I try to talk good of Nigeria in the sense of the people in Nigeria, right? Because I know Nigerians are very lovely people. So when you talk about the people and they're like, so what about tourism? And when she asked me about tourism, like in my mind, I already knew where that conversation was going. I already knew that, these white people, for the next thing, she'd be like, I would like to visit your country. And nobody knows what's happening, probably saving money for it. Or if she has the money already, probably wants to, start a plant. And the first thing that came to my mind is, are you sure you want to talk? You want to say, like, in my mind, in my patriotic part, in the patriotic part of my mind, I want to say, Nigeria is so cool. There are so many nice places. You could go to the plateau, you could see this, you could go to this place, you could, it's like so lovely places. And something just told me that, I say, jail, they call you. Now, jail, they call you like this. Because in my mind, I was like, what if, currently in Nigeria, everybody's life is on 50-50. As in, you go out each day, it's 50-50. Like, it's really 50-50. Like, there's someone there that's trying to kidnap you. There's someone there that's just trying to kill you. There's someone there that's just trying to rob you, that's trying to, whether you're poor, you're rich, or whatever, it's just sharp 50-50. Then if God now, for some reason you fall sick, Lord, it's don't be for you. Like don't try to fall sick in Nigeria as it stands today. So I was like, what if she goes and on one of these trips to somewhere in Plateau and wants to, or maybe Taraba, wants to visit Mambila. They kidnap her and I said, during investigation, then I said, they've kidnapped one citizen of so country. How did she get there? And I said, it's one person that recommended the country, probably facilitated the process. I was like, no, I can't do that to myself. So I just told her straight up, it's a cool place, but I don't think this current time is not the best of time, right? So for me, I think we need to put our house as in Nigeria together, and that's the only way forward for the economic disaster. It's not going to get better. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if it sounds harsh or if it sounds. It's not. It's not going to get better. To be honest, and this is really reality for me. I believe if you know your problem, you can solve the problem. So I think the problem in Nigeria is that a lot of people know the problem, but we try to create another way out. Like we try to, we don't want to face the real problem. It's fine. Let's be there until we are ready to face the real problem. But as it stands now, for so many reasons, it is not going to get better. For dollar, I mean, I have good news. I can't believe I'm saying good. It's good news, but I don't fall for Nigerian mediocrity. But I mean, relatively, it's somewhat of good news, right? So as of Tuesday, we were somewhere around 1,490 based on Naira exchange rate on Twitter. This is not based on. I told you, don't take this figure to Mubarak in Wuse Market and Zonfo and say you want to change this and say this you want to buy dollar, this is the amount that they told you. You're on your own. But based on because I want to do this for the sake of consistency, we had 1,490, and as of today is 1,400 and I think 42 as of this morning. Don't say if they don't reach 9, they don't change, right? And that's just for dollar. So now this is why, and like I said on Tuesday, we've not gotten to the real problem. The real problem is going to be food. I don't think some people know this. I think Malam Jabri was trying to. I wish Malam Jabri is here. Maybe because he's a farmer. I mean, maybe he can give you a good idea. Maybe if there's any way he can do some kind of analysis of what he produces normally before and what he's probably going to produce this year, if he's going to produce much, you probably know that there's going to be a problem sometime soon. So brace yourself for impact. On Tuesday, we gave I mean, one of our brothers, I think it was Naira exchange rates. One of our brother came and gave a good idea, and I tried emphasizing it so much. Please, if you are not here that day, I'm going to say it. If you are in Nigeria and you are obedient, okay, it's only obedient that can do it. I don't think that Abado, anybody that can support Abado doesn't have the capacity to make money in dollar. If you are in Nigeria and you are obedient, please, first of all, make sure that one of your first aim right now is to create streams of income that will not be in Naira. I think that should be your first. Even if you want to Japa, that should be the first before your Japa. Because for every day you wake up, the cost of your Japa is increasing. If the money you still have is Naira, the cost of your Japa is increasing. So point is, look for a way out there, try to get money in, foreign currency, not just dollar, it's any foreign currency possible. There are remote working. There is, a lot of social media that pay money, although it's kind of difficult. And I think it was IG that said it that day, it's not easy. So it's not going to be easy. So if you are not determined, you will just get off on the first day. So, but I think that's some of the things you can do to help yourself. But for the country generally, it is so bad because these people do not have ideas. So I think that's the first thing that would separate a Peter Obi legitimate government from what we have currently. Of course, there's already the first problem of illegitimacy hanging over this person. That's one. Then there's the second problem, which I usually refer to as nature problem, like karma. It is what it is. That one is just normal. If you use any wrong way to get anything, there's no way you can work with it. It is normal. Then the third one is now even the personal attribute or this set of people, they don't know anything. I'm telling you guys, whether like Cardoso that they call out of CBN, I don't know. Emefiele will probably be it's better than that guy. Now, maybe I mean, of course, aside stealing that that Emefiele did or something, it was bad. Emefiele was very bad. But I'm telling you that this current set of people, they are nothing to write home about. So let's really hope that things. I just keep hoping for the sake of people in Nigeria that things are going to get better. But please do not rely on this, my hope. disclaimer, do not rely on this hope that I'm hoping, because even me that I'm hoping, inside my mind, I know the truth, and I know that these guys that we currently have in power are not going to do anything. For the insecurity issue, I'm not even bothered that much about, these Ronu idiots. I'm not that bothered. I'm more bothered about the security agencies. As in, I'm more bothered about the security agencies. I'm going to play, there's a video that's kind of trending, not like a video from this evening. I think it was even from politics this evening. Here what the first PRO had to say about insecurity in Nigeria. The police force PRO about insecurity.
There is a spike. In most cases, is the topography of some of these areas. See Buhari, for instance. See the topography. But there are kidnappings in Lagos. Is topography also? What is the waterways? The factor. What is the waterways? Don't forget, the kidnapping in Lagos was actually triggered due to the waterways. Do you know that the water from Lagos, the waterway from Lagos, leads to Delta, leads to Port Harcourt, leads to Bayelsa? It's the same waterway. What about Ekiti? Is that the same thing in Ekiti too? No, Ekiti is forest. And the thing you need to know is that when you study all this, there are certain things the police cannot do. But these things have been existent before December and January. The trend has gone up recently. Isn't there a sociological reason for it? It's not that it's going up like that. Forget what you read in social media. Reality, it is not so. This one in Ekiti is just an isolated case that just happened recently. It's not that something that is happening on a daily basis. No. We have cases that are isolated, but when you read them on social media, you think it is not what you have on record. So we don't have that the incident of kidnapping on the rise from Ekiti or anywhere in the southwestern part or in the northeastern or southwestern part of Nigeria. So these are isolated cases. But Mr. PPRO, yes, the cases of abduction has been reported. Is the root cause of this.
Man.
Well, I beg no vex. I just want to point one key word I got from there. Forget what you hear on social media. That is the only place they cannot control. So forget what you hear on social media. We are telling you the reality. See. You see, when I tell people how powerful what people do on social media is, people don't understand. This is the only way they can. This is the only form of media they cannot control. But NTA channels, you guys say we go talk too much, they go off light for channels. Make people don't hear what you want to talk. But we let continue, please.
Yeah. I feel irritated. Like I feel sick to my stomach. Like my belly told me literally, like listening to. I feel sick listening to these guys. Like, so first of all, here's the first problem. So the police force PRO, National Police, not Ben Udeyin or what they call the other guy. This is that Ire that you know, that Ire Prince, that you see on Twitter every time. First of all, I really do not understand.
Solomon friend.
Exactly, the friend. I really do not understand why the police is trying to explain the presence of insecurity. Right? I think people should get this. Like, it's trying to explain. You can leave that for maybe analysts. Maybe analysts can come and say, oh, well, due to the 5 kilometer this to that and whatever, this is what is happening. I really don't understand that the police PRO is explaining insecurity. I don't, if maybe not only me, because let's say, as in, he's not trying to. I wouldn't want to explain insecurity. That's the first problem. He's trying to explain insecurity. Then his explanation is man, the explanation off me.
Now water and forest they cause insecurity in Nigeria. Now
No,
water
so
and
that
forest.
make the explanation off me. Now,
Hey!
So wait. Because if you follow this thing, he said
Please play it again, please. Please play that thing. I beg you, God.
I need to
please.
play that this thing again because I need people to follow this thing. Where this video? As it is sickening. It is sickening. Let me okay, yeah, got it.
In December and January, there is a spike. In most cases, is the topography of some of these areas. See Buhari, for instance. See the topography.
But there are kidnappings in Lagos. Is topography also
What is the waterways?
a factor?
What is the waterways? Don't forget, the kidnapping in Lagos was actually triggered due to the waterways. Do you know that the water from Lagos, the waterway from Lagos leads to Delta, leads to Port Harcourt, leads to Bayelsa? It's the same waterway.
What about Ekiti? Is that the same thing in Ekiti too?
No, it is forest. And the thing you need to know is that when you study all this, you can't, there are certain things the police cannot do alone.
But these things have been existent before December and January. The trend has gone up recently. Isn't there a sociological reason for it?
It's not that it's going up like that. Forget what you read in social media.
Shut up, my friend. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up your mouth. Just. Oh God. Omo, you need to do technology where they fit a slap person for lap. For wherever you did that for laptop, that for screen. Maybe you don't steer person slap. Because what's going on? What this guy is trying to explain does not make any sense. I mean, it's already bad enough that I want
but if you think it well, if you think about it, it's true. Like in Plateau State, that is the rocks. There's the rocks in the Plateau State. That's why there's crisis. The mountains of Plateau are the reason. It's a topography. Check them out. If you check them out, the only place where we say if in Meduguri is the desert. It's but this guy is saying it. We're not thinking deep. If you think deep, you understand what they're saying. But go on.
So my problem is that why the explanation does not make sense is that wait. The waterways in Lagos came into existence just in 2015. Between 2015 and now, that's when the waterways, they were not there before. That of course.
No, now
Tinubu tamed the ocean.
There's some field everywhere in Lagos and there was no water. Actually, they've been demolishing houses now to create waterways. You're not thinking. I don't like us really.
Now. Okay, the mountain in Buhari, the topography in his word, and this previous his word anyhow. Anyway, it's fine. I don't know since when forest became part of topography. Should I just say geography? I never just okay, fine. But the topography in Buhari that made them kidnap people, that topography, that mountain, which is what he's trying to say, the highland of that place, if just came into existence like 2 months ago, or now they just come. The forest in Ekiti have not been there. They planted the trees May 29th, 2023. As in, how do these people, so I don't know, I can't expect, and it's quite frustrating, to be honest. Quite frustrating. So, Nigeria
Ekiti people to go into real estate, to turn their forest to real estate, they refused. It is that you have to understand. See, if you don't think deep like the Nigerian police, you won't understand what they're saying. It's for the deep thinkers. Just too funny. If you read just too funny, he will explain it better.
But it's just very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But anyway, I think I'll just stop at that point because as me, I just think Nigeria matter. Like Saddam said, it's February. I already kind of feel like it's going to be like a very, I don't want to use a bad word, very critical month for me personally because it comes with a lot of a lot happened in February last year, so I don't think it's a month that I would ever see the same for a long time, but it's going to be an interesting month as well. One thing we must ensure we do a lot of this month is to emphatically talk about what happened last year, emphatically, and climax it on the 25th. We're going to do it at March 1st, because the March 1st, now Mahmoud Yakubu, 4 a.m. So this month, it's going to be back to back. I know, one of our brothers, Chris, and I kind of told him in the DM earlier that I know he was working on some kind of graphics that we could put out to keep hammering it and all that, and he's working on some of it. I just thought I was like, you'll be amazed. So many people are going to do a lot of things. So we got to remember this month, and it's.
All
right, Saddam.
Thank you, my brother. We remember the month, remember the key actors, remember the key players, remember everything this month because for us,
Remember the fools.
remember the fools, my brother. We have to remember the fools. Those guys are. I want to play one of the fools from the pulpit. You know, you played one going on. And probably you might play it after this one. You can replay that stuff, please. Nigeria, I would love you to replay that prophecy you replayed. You play because many people are not on the space. After I play the one I want to play now, please just get that on cue for us. Please listen to one of the fools from the pulpit last year.
I vote for Tinubu. I support Tinubu. You like it or not, I don't care. You know me, I am not afraid. You know why? Because if I see another Yoruba person, I will support. That is the only Yoruba person I am seeing. Hear me. Journalists, if you want to write, write. If you want to attack me, attack me. I am not a bastard. I cannot be a Yoruba boy and go and vote for Igbo.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm not afraid. I have not eaten from Tinubu money. I'm not asking him for money. And I will never ask him for money. I don't need his help. God is my helper. But I am a prophet. If you are one of the youths they are bribing or some people they are gathering together, I vote for Tinubu. I support.
Please, play the second one.
Let's pause.
Nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run sọ fún àwa nìyẹn.
And that's what God is telling our Father in the Lord.
Tẹ́ bá tẹ̀ka,
If you decide to vote,
tí Tinubu bá ti wọlé,
if Tinubu wins,
gbogbo yín ti wọnú ibú lọ nìyẹn.
all of you are going into John.
Olúwa ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
That is God has spoken.
Bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí náà ni kẹ́ ṣe jù ú
Just let
láìpẹ́.
it go live. Let it go live has spoken.
Bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí.
Just we have said it.
Jẹ́ ń sọ lóyìnbó kọ́ lè mọ̀ pé mo mọ̀ nǹkan tí mò ń
Let me
sọ.
say it in English so that they won't
Sọ
understand.
Yorùbá ẹ̀ mo sọ Yorùbá ẹ̀.
Okay.
If Nigerians vote for APC,
Ọ̀hún ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tó bá dìbò fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú
Nigeria will
APC.
sink.
Kódà
We
Nàìjíríà yóò
will
wọ inú ìrà.
swim in poverty
A
and
bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí
the
ní wẹ̀
economy
nínú
will be
òṣì.
in shambles.
Kódà ọrọ̀ ajé wa yóò lọlẹ̀ sí i.
If the government of APC continues,
Tí ìjọba APC bá tẹ̀síwájú.
Nigeria will suffer extraordinary.
Kódà ìyá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yóò wà ní ìlọ́po
I'm
ìlọ́po.
not in support of anybody.
Mi ò tiẹ̀ fọwọ́ tẹ ẹnikẹ́ni
As
lẹ́yìn.
a matter of fact, I don't vote,
Kódà mi ò tiẹ̀ ń dìbò.
and I will never vote.
Kódà mi ò tí gbàgbọ́ ní dìbò.
I am telling you that
Mo sọ fún un pé
we have never seen Archie before.
a ò tiẹ̀ tí ì ní ìnira tó.
Then this is when we now experience more Archie.
Kódà aṣẹ̀wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìnira ni.
We will be sick, the economy will be sick.
Kódà àṣàrẹ̀ ọjọ́ ajé wa náà yóò ṣòjòjò.
I'm not saying anybody should like.
We will be sick and the economy will be sick. We will be sick and the economy will be sick. Fellow Nigerians, the battle of the prophets. And I don't see them now. That is, and as a Christian, you cannot see it now that this is one of the reasons why the Christianity faith has been bastardized. You hear this one say, I vote and my God will satisfy me. I vote for Tinubu. Another one came out and told us with empirical this thing that you will be sick and the economy will be sick. The one that told you that he will vote for Tinubu, he did not say that I will vote for Tinubu because Tinubu will make Nigeria better. His reason is that I will vote for Tinubu because I'm a Yoruba man. I'm not a bastard. Not that the bastard, not that he's better than he's a bastard. Safe. Now it has proven. So now our prophets don't mess up the Christianity faith. That's why people lack respect for the Christian faith anymore. Because you cannot even stand and say, who is even who? No wahala. But guys, let's welcome the Vawulence. Let's open up the floor for people to react. But please, I want to remind you guys, whatever happened last year, keep it behind you and we move forward. I want everybody to go back and dust back their polling unit results. Go and find your polling unit results because this month is Operation Show Your Polling Unit Results. I have challenged so many about those, so many. I say, show me let's make a thread. I want to make a thread and say, under this thread, let us see your polling unit results. About though, if I see 100 results in this country where Tinubu won, I will never ever talk about P2B again. There is no result anywhere. But I will promise you that I will make a thread and you see thousands of results across the country of Nigerians that voted, snapped, and stayed back. And we truly know who. If I say Abado, I'm going to PDP will say, I think who boys, they don't mobilize them. They don't even get phone to go snap picture of that thing. So I'm not even completely, I'm not even talking about those ones. So please, this month, go back and find your PU results. This month is reminding Nigerians and reminding the whole world what happened last year. That truly we came out in our number. I'm seeing so many people trying to gaslight us and tell us that, oh, if the opposition were together, freaking fuck you all and that opposition together. Peter Obi won in a very clear landslide. We did not need any combination of any opposing forces or joining forces. We beat them black and blue across the country. How Ekiti result got to Abuja first, where Ekiti no get airport, is one of the mysteries that we're going to discuss this month. No wahala. Guys, welcome to the Vawulence Space. Welcome, Nigeria. Let me circle back to you. Let's have our speakers react to the conversation. Please, guys, if you're up here, you want to speak. Please, guys, to be up here, let us, have.
We'll just go quickly straight to speakers. Okay, I think I'll just quickly start with Mommy B, then I'll come to Dr. Mo. I think I'm sure Dr. Mo gets to.
Yeah, Dr. Mo just go after Mombolalo. He has a meeting right now.
Okay, maybe I think that's probably going to. Dr. Mo, are you there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, sir.
I just love this space like fire, as this February just dey enter like this, because I never once that don't speak Oyibo tire sef. I just now go meet them where dem dey. Me, I just one day I don't dey speak English too much everywhere. Now violence now dey sweet me now because the thing wey dey happen now for our country. Sometimes you go just wish say even this football sef. I just know what many things just work under this regime. No be say I hate this country. I love this country, but when people don't say na dem wan be bad o, make dem just dey bad dey go na abi. Sometimes when the APC people come dey send me inbox, come dey beg me for food, the thing come tire me. Some people come dey say APC boys wey dey tell me say I no go comot come do protest again. I say shoo. Even DSS dey beg me come do the protest. I say which kind wahala be this now? Na so the thing don reach. When we say we never even start o, na just anniversary wey we wan celebrate now because we get plenty award to give people. Go give Tinubu award, go give Yakubu Mahmood award, go give Wike award. All those people wey say we no go sleep for our country, we go give all of them award. Shey na wetin dem want now. Go give them. Your hungry people too go give them. We go pray. Since na wetin dem want, maybe by the time we don dey buy fuel for $1,000, don enter 3,000. This one wey I hear say their vice president comot, whether na yesterday or today, dey talk say instead of wey we go dey cry, we go come Twitter. Na wetin carry me enter Twitter o. So na say say I no dey too. Me I dey busy dey follow oga dey waka. Now I come say something dey happen for Twitter wey be say me I no know. Una know dey see me for Twitter. Now say make I come enter Twitter, make I see wetin dey happen since na through their vice president I talk say some yeye people dey for this. Now say me I dey part of the yeye people. Make I come go join my people. Make we see wetin dey happen. I never expect say for this life say person wey talk say na him go take care of security, make Tinubu take care of economy. Him boys don dey work now. I no know why instead of we suppose dey celebrate now. Me I don't understand this kind of thing. Are we not supposed to be celebrating? Which kind of thing be this? We don't give una power una say dey shout. The truth be say, let's be very clear on this, and this has nothing to do with, yes, it's violence, but it has nothing to do with hate. Because there are indicators, there are indices, there are we wey go school wey be say we no buy our doctorate degree, we work. It gets thing wey be say when government show, you go know say the government dey work, whether you like the government or not. And it gets certain benchmark wey be say you go just know say this one na follow come o. No be matter of say na me talk and na wetin the thing be, and na wetin I just want share with us small so that we will understand say this economic disaster wey dey here. We just dey start o. This na just we still dey in the introductory space, so that we go know wetin dey. And I just like wetin dey happen, because Buhari is like the icon of us we come from north. Say we come from north, na Buhari be our icon. And how he take comot 2015, come show everybody shege. Now another icon from the south don come comot, come show. So he go clear road for us. The car road wey go clear for us when we dey enter. Now that kind of thing good. Say when God, e just be like say they get one place where I dey for America that time, people dey talk say Naija go change Naija. I say kai una dey talk like that. When God like you, even your enemy go call you the right name. They don't know this Nigeria dem call us. Now e get two meaning. Number one, say people they thought say the British did not this number of the greatest black people in the universe where they here. We don't dey here. No be person carry us. We don't dey here. Now God put us here where we dey. Because this river Niger we pass here. We now our spiritual hub be this. Also now the transportation hub be this. Also now the tourism hub be this. Now the agricultural belt be this. Now that's why we say our land, this king where we carry, it comes from the path of the earth where we come from. That's why they call us Niger area. Because if you dey for hub, the entire black space where you go dey see bad na blackness, and out of that name they name us. That is why we are named after. We are the blackest of, and light white comes out of black. So now better thing, person we name us that name, he give us the name we befit us, and that's why we know say all these people where they want more with divide. Now Tinubu is not a Nigerian, Buhari is not a Nigerian. This anybody they keep person not be Nigeria in BO. Now we get Nigeria, so we no go allow anybody curse our country for us. We no go allow anybody spoil our country. Now we. Sometimes when people they talk about all these bad people. They are not Nigerians. Now we, after all, we know say he can get a passport for Guinea. I be waiting. Buhari said in father na Nigeria day make them they carry themselves they go. We will be the true Nigeria. Our time they come. So what I want to be say, if to say I will try speak English more because I know whether my pidgin English get enough listen to explain that, but their baseline. Any government where you go know say the government is serious, they get what you go do. I go explain them quick, then I go just clear so that we go know. Maybe these people know things they won't carry us, they do yeah. There is what is called legal reform. Any government will come, even if you no give anybody any hamburger, nothing, no rice pack or anything, but he allow for legal. Now the baseline of knowing if any government is serious or not. Legal reform, and legal reform has to do with police, army, and the court. But we can see, when I don't think Tinubu do so. When he called Wiki and Fubara, I know what he did. He shows say Nigerian constitution no exist. He just give them paper go on. As in, I don't know whether they understand what they talk. He just suspended our constitution. So right now we are under state capture. Make anybody know that they don't take over, but we they come. But it is important for us to understand the status quo where we dey. Also, this regime has they no get civil service reform, no be their wahala at all. That's why when Better Edu won't raise her head, people don't understand. Some people don't even know why Better they get problem. Now because as she dirty rich, now her be the center, she they complain say how we be minister, somebody wait there for a parastatal under her, collect 44 billion. Now Better say true, which kind of violence with this? Now that shout where she shout because the thing be say Sadia no collect the 44 billion for herself. She they collect for everybody they collect. Now Better won't go shout. Now they say she look at this one. Momo sit down for here. No be you send money now so then take cancel her out. So that people go understand all this nonsense where they happen. Then they keep people, they buy people, all this all the see for those of us with the FCT. Make I give you the status. This one now waiting day for FCIDO will be said now record where they since Tinubu entered, there has been 200 violent recorded attacks in the FCT alone. Out of that recording, out of that 200, there has been 200 people have been kidnapped. For FCTO, out of that 200, at least, and don't buy about 87 of those people for FCT. This is not the record we then get. And we still we just they begin. Imagine this continue. Just imagine. That's why I can't tell Oga say what you gonna do. See as we did just. Was it yesterday or day for yesterday, self? See the joy we did for people. When we go visit Nabeya people, see the kind joy. See, because they just see OBD, it just be like say their sorrow don't work. Eh? The only human being will be president we will get. Anywhere we just enter. When I see the video where I do for Jos, so we just they work out now, so the whole city just gather. I say, which can't be this? No announcement, no microphone, nothing. Shoo, he just begin the show. You know, say the thing wey dey my I too get many things to talk, but I know say as we just the thing wey dey too plenty, the thing with it just my head the thing dey just too plenty. But I just say make I visit because now their vice president now then send me come here, so make I come check wetin dey happen for. But now this month now violence will go show them because now memorial this month. In fact, I don't even vex sef. I go do event on the 25th sef wey be say everybody must gather. Now there I won't spend my money now sef. I don't even vex sef. I don't receive prophecy and anointing from this violence because now violence now will show. Because we must highlight and blame, show everything we then do. We go put them for certificate. We will show them. That's what we will do. In fact, if them vex too much self, we will carry out protest on that 25th self. I beg, we'll continue the violence, the good job. But this government, make anybody not make any mistake. They're not here for the people. They're not here for progress. They are just here. It's just looting, stealing, degradation, perversion, everything to do with suppressing of everything that has to do with human rights. Now, what this regime represents, so that make anybody notice say anything won't happen. No, nothing they happen.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Mo. Thank you very Hey, so I say, Shetima ordered your steps. Anyway, thank you very much for that submission, and thank you for all you do. I mean, thank you for all you do, having to stand by Peter Obi in all those journeys, and so thank you very much. I'm sure a lot of the obedience also appreciate what you do. No, we there here. Now headquarters of we did headquarters like this. So, and for our foreign obedience that probably did not understand a lot of the pidgin that that Dr. Mo spoke, but I'm sure that some of you now, like Kirsten and a couple of the Dr. Jeff, I've not seen Dr. Jeff for a while, but I know. So I'm sure our foreign obedient people, you are probably getting used to the Nigerian pidgin English by now. Thanks to you guys as well. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Mo. Mommy B.
Good evening. I had, I was drifting away thinking, oh my God, it's a year already or more. To be honest, to be very kind, I haven't got much to say at all. The only thing that is reverberating in my head is topography. They killed the whole 2 Obas, not even one. Olori Bruku came to the TV to tell us topography. These people do not rate us, I swear. Topography. Okay, sure, it is the topography that also led to the kidnapping of those boys. Well, they should just allow Amoteku to have the arms that they needed from get-go, and they should clear the forests. Every region should go and clear forests because they're waiting for everyone. That's all I have to say. I yield.
Mommy B. Say that topography there. I don't just understand. I think I'm laughing about this thing because I don't make I not go bust it to tears. It's crazy. Like what's happening in Nigeria is sick. Like currently Nigeria is very, very like that prophet said, he's pastor. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, for me, I think that was something I think majority of us knows. So this is not about whether or not he's a prophet or a true prophet or not a true. That's not my business. I leave that one for God. But the country is currently sick. And you oh God. For someone to be performing worse than Buhari. I mean Buhari was evil, was bad, but Tinubu, is something else. Anyway, we'll just move on. Please, if you're on the speaker section and you intend to speak, ensure that your hand is up, because I can only call those that their hands are up. So please check your phone and check if you're on the speaker section so you could raise your hand. Because at some point, if your hand is not up, we'll probably have to drop you so that we can bring like other speakers. There are a lot of people requesting the mic. Flag boy. However, after flag boy, I'll come to after flag boy. I think I'll come to real Jack. Flag boy, please go ahead.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. I want to use this opportunity to greet all my Ogadem. I see Dr. Mo, I see Weminin, I greet everybody. Mommy Bolanle, I greet you. I get two stuff when I want to talk about now. Waiting to my own best of understanding, I believe saying I trigger the insecurity when everybody they shout for, especially Abuja. Because when Wike come as a minister, if you say him fi just come can't do anyhow, how him take do anyhow for rivers. He come Abuja, start to dey demolish everywhere. Demolish where they call Jabi Garage for Abuja. Demolish for Pape. Demolish for Airport Road. Demolish for wetin dem call this place, Gishiri. You go place when you see where poor Nigerians, people they suffer in abject poverty. People they die of starvation. They manage, they do one kind mini job. They manage, they do all those their panteka work. You come demolish everything, send them out. You don't provide any means of living for them. And you expect say make this town they peaceful. The town no fit they peaceful because most of those boys now, when you see now, so when they walk up and down now, they do all this kidnapping and the rest. Then been get place when they do their business before they carry demolition, come demolish everywhere, pursue all of them, frustrate most of these people. So now the main reason now the genesis of this kidnapping for Abuja, this insecurity when don't go over 98% for Abuja. Now Wike, I will tell you without fear or favor. Now Wike be the genesis of this FCT problem. For now, before my very front today, a Aboki man they push person food for Use market. They carry person rice for wheelbarrow to go keep for the person shop. Accidentally, the cooler come fall down. Rice pour for ground. People gather. The lady managed pack the top of the rice, put back for a cooler, carry go her shop. The next thing, within few seconds, these outside boys, that's so both ones when they sell pure water, the ones when they push wheelbarrow, that's so then rush the rice for ground. Bend down. I get the video. I go call my friend, make my friend send me the video. Then bend down, they eat from the food when pour for ground. Some they use their pure water rubber, they pack food for ground. I started to shout, saying, I never see anything. Tinubu go kill now for this country. The thing pain me well. I say, okay, now I don't see why. And they shout, say, vote for Obi, vote for Obi. Now they shout, say, Jagaban. The Jagaban don't they deal with everybody. I say, the rice pour for ground. These boys, then they rush them. Some of them, their leg, they on top of the food. They still they eat them. This makes the rate of poverty when suffer when Tinubu don't have fleet on us. I don't want to talk much, sha, but the thing when I want to be say this suffer. Now all of us the inside, we go suffer and together. And me, I go they print out different flag every day. I go they tackle this Tinubu government because the government no get us for mine at all. The government no just carry us for mine. Now everything about the government now failure. Now failure. Might just see you the mic, make some other people talk. But
All
thank
right.
God say I don't talk my mind today.
All right. Thank you very much, flag boy. God. Ah. God.
I just want remember no verse then. Flag
Mm,
boy, he said that Wiki caused kidnapping for Abuja.
To me, now be the genesis. Now bring this
Who caused one?
kidnapping back.
Who caused Ekiti?
Now that's Sabi, but this Abuja owner they very sure because when they demolish all those Jabi garage and those places when I call for Abuja here, now when all these things take start, very seriously, kidnapping day before we know the normal thing, but not be this rate because now all these boys them when them pursue them come up for Jabi garage when they do all those panteka work, they do small things, they get money chop, then come pursue all of them, demolish their shops. The place where they do those that 2,000, 1,000 naira work. That's when they manage to sustain themselves with 2,000 or 1,000. You come, you pursue from the place when they see 1 naira. If another of your friend come meet and say, come, we'll go do so thing like this, you'll get 5,000. He go run, go do one. Because he not get any means of living. So now, to me, now waiting cause all this nonsense. And secondly, waiting me don't notice again, Wike no they ready to work with the FCT senator, which is the Labour Party senator. In just they find way to make sure say he for the woman hand. But we know waiting they saw for Abuja. Me, I go to tackle them. I don't know anybody, but the small one I fit do, I go to do them. Today I still carry my flag, come out. People they video and people they snap them. I go to send that message to them. If anybody for this platform, this place now, when get any write up where you want to put them for flag, just write them. Send them for me as a message. I go use and pray flag. And then they fear for arrest. I also can say any day when they want to protest for this country, most start the protest. And me, I go to do my own protest every day, as a one-man squad. I go to do. I dey wait for Dr. Mo. If Dr. Mo call me, even if at this night, no. If Dr. Mo call me this night for phone, say, flag boy, meet me 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, midnight, so place. He knows I will come meet him. As long as I'm waiting to move this country forward, I am always ready. I am good to go. I don't care. I don't care about anything apart from this country to move forward. And APC has failed Nigeria. If you look at my profile picture here, you see suffering and smiling APC. Why? We are suffering and nobody's saying anything. I don't tell you. I'm a Nigerian. I don't feel wrong come out for this country. I go there this country. I go frustrate them with the small way. Why I feel frustrate them? Then go hear them.
Yeah.
I hear my mic.
All right. Thank you very much, Flag Boy. The only problem now is that the first PRO is objecting against you.
This is the topography of some of these areas. See what?
How can you say Wike? Does Wike sound like topography to you? Topography is the problem. I have a tweet on the Jumbotron. Like someone told me on my DM, topography should really be trendy. So I have an hashtag topography, hashtag police, because this is the only topography that is the problem in Nigeria is police topography. So police topography is the problem in office security because their topography no balance. Anyway, thank you very much, Flag Boy. Okay, quickly we'll take a lady. So we take us. Okay, no, I had said Real Jack. We take Real Jack. Then we'll come to Asa Bosa.
Okay, thank you, women, and thank you, everybody. Well, first of all, I think there is nothing more that is surprising or should surprise anybody in Nigeria as it is. Now, let's just start from, like one of our brothers who just spoke was blaming Wiki. The insecurity has nothing to exclusively do with Abuja alone. I just want you to understand something. Like somebody like a Sadan asked you, what about Ekiti? What is the correlation between Ekiti and Abuja? And he couldn't fact on the response for that. There is a jihad in Nigeria, and it didn't start today. In case you are being economical with the truth, let me say that to you again. There is a jihad. The intent has been there all along. And they use each government that comes to power to prepare this jihad. And any government that is loyal to them, they use it to dip in the agenda. It is not a joke. Remember, when Nnamdi Kanu came out here to tell us, most of us were saying this man is talking rubbish. But now, like someone said, one of the safest places in Nigeria now is the East. That's an East in the past. That seems to be the most ravaged place in Nigeria. The safest place now is the East. Do you know why? Because when IPOB founded their ESN, the jihad was halted along the way. Because what they intend doing there, the people has already come the bush, stay in the bush to wait for them already before they are coming. That is why the agenda wasn't that possible in the East. We know there are still a couple of violence, criminality, and all that. But believe you me, the establishment of that security in the East halted this jihad agenda. Now, let's go back to another thing. Remember, Melafia Obadiah also came to tell us here that there is still this jihad agenda. They want to do ethnic cleansing of those of them who do not believe in their jihad campaign. They will cleanse them and take over everywhere. Okay, recently you saw how many numbers of people trying to cross over from their neighboring African sister country into Nigeria to carry out jihad, but the country wasted all of them. You will now ask yourself, why can't Nigeria military be able to freeze people out and kill them? Because both the Nigerian military, the security apparatus are part and parcel of the plan of that jihad, whether you believe it or not. Now, why they will begin to tell you the security apparatus, they have nothing to offer. They cannot convince anybody. That is why, is it a peer or what? We come and tell you that don't listen to what you hear on social media. Like Saddam said, that is the only platform they cannot control. They gag all the media houses. They publish what they wanted to publish. That is why when you listen to any radio, they are talking rubbish. What is irrelevant to what is happening in Nigeria? They talk rubbish out of point. You'll be asking yourself, is it that these people are blind or what? That they cannot discuss what is benefiting Nigeria, but they leave this in out and begin to talk rubbish. Okay, listen to Shetima. Shetima said we went to Twitter and we are dragging them, calling them out, instead of us to come and join hands together to solve the problem. Pardon me, pardon me. Pardon me, this is Boko Haram sponsor. I think you read the election. You say you're going to be in charge of security. And the other man, and the Agbadoro head, is going to be in charge of the economy. The two areas have just collapsed, and you're saying we should come and join you to do what exactly? When you rig the election by fire, by force, with the same security that is crying that their salary is 50,000, they want to travel, he cannot. This is just the money. But the same security was used at the lucky target to kill hundreds of persons that are protesting on their behalf. Conclusively, all of us has known the problem of Nigeria. If we cannot salvage Nigeria to your tent, or Israel, I give back the mic. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rejak. Of course, the truth is that um, there's no one cause of whatever is happening in Nigeria. So I don't think anybody can say, oh, this is it. This is the only cause. But at the prime of it is the irresponsibility of government. So it's not really about the source. And I think this is the thing. It's not really about the source of the problem. It's about who is supposed to solve the problem. So it's why, Flag Boy saying it's wicked, I caused it, or whoever thinks it's whatever. I'm not interested in what caused the problem. But I know that there are people that are supposed to solve the problem. But as a matter of fact, those people are turning around and adding to the problem. So that's where Flag Boy is really right. Wicked has added. Indirectly or directly, jihad, everything, whatever it is, there is an insecurity problem in Nigeria. And because you have an accomplice as leaders, because you have accomplices as leaders, it's not going to go away. Like Dr. Mo said, Shetima, these are Shetima's boys that are acting. That's for Shetima is hitting target. Those boys probably have target per week. And they will come and say, okay, to him. We have a terrorist as someone that has access to Aso Rock, someone that is regarded by people as vice president. A real terrorist. It doesn't get worse than that. So it's crazy. Anyway, Asa Bosa, please go ahead. After which we'll come to Tosin. Then we'll take it from there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, well meaning. Thank you, Emerson. Thank you, Mami Bolanle. Thank you, everybody, for what you're doing. There's so many strong talking points. Nigeria politics, the economic situations, the insecurity challenges. There's so many strong talking points. But I'm not going to go there because there's no end to that. You see, in all of this, there's the group of people that we seem to forget. In the next 7 years, we would have had a 16-year-old child who grew up under the worst kind of government. My concern is that there are children growing up who have no idea how states run, how government, the responsibility of government to them. They have no idea what it means to be the citizen of a state. Therefore, in the next couple of years, we're going to have people who it's in their DNA to assume that certain wrongs are right. A couple of years ago, when I first came to the US with my daughter, then she was probably 6 or I don't know, about that age. We came, we spent the summer, and then she had a good time. She was so excited. And then, believe you me, the moment we dropped at Nandazikiwe in Abuja, my daughter went into depression because the stark reality, the difference was too much for her to, because she couldn't understand why this part of the world was this way and then home was the other way. I had to get therapists to talk to her. I promised her heaven and earth before she came back to normal. She was scandalized. You see, children are seeing so many things these days that we don't even. I know what I saw as a child, but nobody knew I was seeing them. The children we're raising these days, especially in Nigeria, those kids are in trouble. Their psyche has been battered, but we don't seem to realize it. So my reason for coming up on board is for those of us that have children, we need to take out time to tell them that really this is not how things are done. This is not how societies are run. This is not how things are meant to be. As much as possible, let them try to get them to divorce their mind from what they're seeing. The other day, one time when I was in Enugu, I was driving into town with my kids, and then the governor's convoy was trying to push us out of the road. You know, my kids were like, "Yeah, that's the governor passing." Blah 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 blah. I was like, you know what, kids? A governor has no right to drive you off the road. He shouldn't be having a convoy of 12, 13, 14 vehicles because he's wasting taxpayers' money. So my kids began to learn that some of these things are really not how it's meant to be. Why would somebody, you're going from one point to the other, why would you run on a 12 convoy vehicle, one man? So without, like I said, I'm going to go soft. There's so many hard talking points, but I worry about the children that we are raising. Let's, as parents, try and take out time to teach them really that what they're seeing is not how it's meant to be. So I don't grow up thinking that it's okay for people to get killed and nothing happens. It's okay for your governor to be living a lavish lifestyle. Meanwhile, people are suffering. Let's be intentional about teaching them that some of these things are just a misnomer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're raising a generation of, children who would, dig the nation further deep into confusion.
All right.
Putting it mildly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Asabusa. That was very that was rock solid point. Something I think parents should actually do. Thank you very much for that point. All right, quickly we'll go straight to if you are just joining the space, of course you're welcome. Don't forget to go and retweet the space. Now, basically retweet and let me see, or maybe you scheduled it anyways. But retweet the space. We are talking about Tinubu's economic disaster and the hypocrisy of Ronus, or I think the general hypocrisy of everything. Everybody associated with APC is Ronuish, irrespective of tribe or religion. So we're talking about the hypocrisy with regards to insecurity. All right, quickly we'll go straight to Tosin. After Tosin, I'll come to Do You. I think you were here before then you dropped.
Thank you very much.
And please let's try to do 3 minutes and probably watch my hands so we can take as much people. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Well-meaning greetings to everyone on the space. Happy New Month. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak. So when we talk about the Tinubu economy and disaster, I don't know if there's anything that has to do with economy with these elements. The guy didn't promise Nigerians anything. The only thing he came to do is to dance, and he still just grab as much as he can grab and run with it. Alpha Beta is still running in Lagos, and he's still, as I know, he's still the governor of Lagos State. So we're talking about economy. On what ground do we think that this guy can even do anything? People are talking about his brain and not his body. But what kind of brain does he have? He's a criminal. The last time I checked, he was a convicted drug baron, certificate forger that cannot do anything for the country. And so that would take me to what Dr. Mo said before, if actually round up, that if they don't take time, we may even come out on 25th. Should he even be telling them if they don't take time, how many more do they have to kill before Nigerians actually arise and take back their country? How many more kings would they have to kill in the southern part of the country, in the northern part of the country, or in the eastern part before Nigerians arise? How many more families have to be thrown into penury and poverty, just like Flag Boy gave us its description? That means Nigerians are now eating sand. That just literally what it means. And that is what Tinubu is about. He doesn't care as much as he gets it, he doesn't care about other people. So I don't know if we need to deliberate on either Nigeria, if they don't care, if they don't take time, we have to come out. Nigerians should be on the street by now. They should be running for their lives by now. They should have even jet out of the country by now because they've done more harm than good for the country. I'll read the mic, well meaning. Thank you very much
All
for allowing.
right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tosin, for that submission. All right, quickly, I'll go straight to do you. I mean, I can see a couple of people in the space too
Yeah,
that are like,
yeah. Well, meaning, I beg you fit skip me for now. The inside market. Thank you. I will call when I come back. I'll let you know.
all right. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
wait.
did middle of market. Sorry. Yeah, I'll speak as soon as I get out of the store.
All right, okay, that's fine. All right, quickly, I'll just take Barrister Juliet. I mean, are you here? I know that was impromptu. So after Barrister Juliet, I'll come to Green Purple. Green Purple, I'll be here for some time. Barrister Juliet, okay, I'm sure because I called her impromptu, she's not there yet. All right, Green Purple, I'm sure you should be ready. After Green Purple, we'll come back to Barrister Juliet.
Yes, so thank you very much. Well meaning, the violence space, the holy temple of the obedience movement, where we have our voice and we can express ourselves freely. And that's what they don't want. That's what they wish they could take away from us, you know. It's a great honor to be here every time because, man, it's not easy to have a family like the obedience, you know, movements. And if you throw back to some of the historical things that has happened over time, you'll find out that they wish they could silence or take away our area of strength, which is social media. Till tomorrow, you see, Tinubu, one of the things that gives Mr. Tinubu headache is social media. The same thing with Shetima, you know, because to a large extent, it has a way of exposing who they are, what they stand for, what they believe, and the bad intentions that they have for Nigeria. At least the economy right now on its own is not a respecter of those who is not a respecter of ethnicity, those who were within their close circle. No, everybody's feeling it. And the worst part about it is that the people that are begging the most are the ones who are still going out to go and stand for them. And I know that by the special grace of God, one way or the other, maybe the economy, by the time it continues to bite harder, of which is not our prayer, but from what we can see, Flag boy gave his own, recounted his own experience. As in, this one is not as if it was yesterday. As in, kuro kuro today like this. Imagine if person chop chicken where don't dey for don't spoil for your house. You fit throw am for your dustbin. Then you see somebody go pick it up from there, open that kind of pack and eat. Or apple that you have in your fridge, for you to throw away apple. One piece of apple is within 400 and 500 naira. For somebody to throw away apple from his fridge, and somebody will still pick it up and eat. So we've gotten to that, as if we are going back to barbaric years where there's no difference. People are not secured. I witnessed, in fact, I did a post of it and a video of it that I posted today. I went to Yaba by public transport. And I told myself, I said, just one trip going and coming. When I saw my eyes, I was like, God, so you mean, is this how Nigerians want to continue to suffer and smile? You were talking about insecurity just about 2 weeks ago. I was in Abuja, and now I'm in Lagos. I was like, what's the difference? Out of the 200 people that Dr. Mo was talking about, cases or people that are kidnapped or either missing. If you are not kidnapped in Lagos, you are facing one chance. That's for people who go people that go well, to their daily source of living every day. People who go to school, you know, every day one chance activities happening. So it's happening in Lagos, it's happening in Abuja, it's happening in Port Harcourt. At least we can see what has happened in Ekiti. So who is actually secured? Nobody is secured. This one, they no tell me I see one chance live in action. Somebody got kicked out of the bus, and then the next boss is looking at, not be my problem. Oh. You see, he said, it's not be my problem now, my own daily bread. Where if they hold gun? Some people are even scared to trail, to even save other people who might get involved. Or is it so? There's madness in the country. And to be frank with you, for those who have actually came up to say Tinubu did not borrow billions or spend billions of naira because he wants to fix Nigeria. Okay, thank you very much. I know that you know is a cue for me. He didn't spend that money because he wants, no, he wants to ensure that he can feed his circle. But we will continue to stand. Me, I don't already started to post my polling unit. Yes, let's continue to post our polling unit results for all those who have it. Post your own. Me, I don't post my own. Post your own. Let's be posting. Let them be seeing that we don't really win them for this election before. And the truth about it is that it's a difficult task, but we must achieve it. Thank you very much. I hit my mic at this moment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Green Purple. Thank you. I mean, the suffering in Nigeria is crazy. First hand experience there. No, wow. Anyway, Barrister Juliet, are you ready now?
Oh
Um,
yes.
okay. After Barrister Juliet, we'll come to
So
Ma.
sorry. I went out to do something hurriedly. Good evening, everyone. So good to actually join us on space once again, and happy New Year. Actually, my own take was immediately Flag Boy spoke, and it was something I really was very intentional about on correcting certain observations, because for me, I feel that there's no justification for crime. First and foremost, I don't know if people, those who live in FCT, if you go to Area 1, for instance, you can actually see that those who actually parade themselves in kiosks and all that, sitting along the roadside or causing chaos and menace around the Area 1, you can see that place is cleared. And this is not to justify Wiki, because I know Dr. Mo said a lot of things about the abuse of the constitution that went on with Fubara and Wike. My take is also actually online about that, because I know that this government will experience the greatest form of abuse of the law. And so that was one issue I wanted to address before also coming into other issues. And therefore, the issue of Wike and then the issue of the legislator and executives, I just feel as Nigerians, we should clearly know our functions. The functions of the executives and the legislators are clearly different. One has to checkmate the other. They have no business functioning in the same capacity. So if you want to function as a legislator, you know what you're going to do. You're talking about the laws, you're exposing inappropriation with respect to abuse of resources, the funds, whatever has been happening in the economy, you speak out to talk about it. And then the issue of the executive, they also have their own purview. Now, for instance, the FCT, I wanted to talk about the issue of insecurity. FCT is just because it's unfortunate this period we're experiencing the high rate of insecurity. But my issue that before now and even till now, I still feel that we lost focus on what were those issues prevailing there when we had a lot of migration coming into FCT, the chaos and all that has been built. I still stand that whatever demolition that is authorized by law, compensation yes can be made. But you see all those kiosks, people staying in kekena peps, uncompleted buildings. In fact, they should be raided out. And this is without apologies. And if anyone is caught committing any crime, that person should go for it. In fact, instant justice. Because these are the issues that are actually causing the insecurity in FCT. You see a lot of those people come, stay in keke. You look at them and you see the exercise of so much power, thinking because I know the last 8 years in the FCT, we experienced a lot of lawlessness. You see, even these bike men, you see, it's pathetic, it's scary, it's annoying. And anything that can send these people out of the street, it's better you go home and go and farm. Even the area council, the FCT, there are other ways of even making money to even make sure the FCT has economic value. What about the issue of, okay, let's talk about issue of expanding or build or talking about issue of agriculture, even in some of these area councils, to make sure that people can even have access to all those products. FCT was meant to even be the center. So when you start looking at issues like this, you see that we should stop always talking about the top. We should look at governance from structural levels. Look at when you look at it from structural level, you'll be able to now appreciate what this sector they are doing and what the sectors are not doing properly. Iwike has his own faults, but what I wanted to actually address was the issue of insecurity. There's no justification, and anybody that is found caught staying under bridges. I don't know if you can even go to area one bridge, go to a lot of bridges across town. You see them out doing a lot of things, and this is actually increasing it's just because we're just yesterday they kidnapped 2 people at the Chikankwere, which is even in Kubwa. It's coming down to every nook and cranny, and all this are caused by people who have migrated into town, not having adequate places to stay. They are all over committing atrocities, and then when you chase them, you see them, they'll start farming organized crimes and all that. I think these are some of the issues. Economic issues, like I said, structural levels, we can actually increase economic how will I put it now, production, or how will I, whatever the economic value in every state based on structurality. Everybody plays their part, and then we can go from there. The issue of Tinubu's issue with federal economic, that one is something for another day. I don't even want to delve into it. But
Yeah.
these are some of the issues that Nigeria has been experiencing. I just wanted to talk about. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I noticed you wanted to talk about a lot of Nigeria's problem, but Nigeria problem, know the finish. That song that's a problem, know the finish. Now Nigeria, okay, it's even a Nigerian song. So. But I agree with you on a lot of the points you raised. Quite salient point. Quickly, I'll go straight to Emmanuel. After Emmanuel, okay, I can see Dr. Stena. Okay, so if you're in the speaker section, and Emmanuel, sorry, I'm coming. If you're in the speaker section and intend to speak, I think it's okay for you to like raise your hand so that I'll know you intend to speak, so I don't call you and you're not there. So after Emmanuel, I'll come to Dr. Stina.
All right, hi everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and depending on where you're speaking from. Also happy New Year. Um, it's been it's been a wonderful run with Tinubu. I mean, uh, I've been enjoying this season. I've been selling a lot of obedient tears. Just in case you don't know, in Thailand, we've been exporting obedient tears to Thailand, and it's bringing in a lot of IGR for us. Just in case you want to join that business, you can send me a DM, and I'll let you know how to get into harvesting obedient tears. And then it's very healthy. Just in case you don't know, it's very healthy for the skin. So we've been synthesizing all the obedient tears that we've gathered, and then we've been exporting. The problem is Abado tears doesn't. There's no health function in Abado tears. So even when you export it, they tell you it's bad grade. So what we just use Abado TS to do is to pay for the shipping fees, because that's the only value it has. But any other thing, in Thailand, what they specifically requested is obedient here. So please, just in case you have a farm, Saddam, I know that you have abundant reservoir of obedient ears. Please just let me know when I can send my shippers to come and pick the ones with you so that we can make some foreign exchange and just grow the economy by that. And we're commodifying obedient ears. So please, anybody with obedient ears, just let me know, okay? I mean, we all know that Tinubu is a total joke, so it's not anything new. We've always known that he never knew what he wanted to do and what he didn't have an understanding of what Nigeria's problems were. It's We've always known that he does not have the capacity to handle Nigeria. It's not new news. Um, and so to every one of you who thought he was going to do good, I hope your stupidity makes you feel happy right now. So every one of you who thought he has the ability, because in your head he grew Lagos IGR. Okay, sorry, please. What's the IGR of Nigeria now? How many of you know it? The suffering has held your neck so much. You can't tell me Nigeria's IGR now. He grew Lagos IGR. It's only IGR. Oh yeah, what is Nigeria's IGR now? How much have you grown? Are you still not borrowing to live? Guys, I mean, there's not much to say anymore because everyone has said it, right? The best I would say to anybody here is, first of all, like has been said always, find another source of income. Make sure that you're pulling your weight to make more money for yourself in dollars, preferably, right? Do your best to see how you can stay afloat, because the truth is we're in for a long ride, except if Nigerians decide to have the backbone to take the fight to them. We're in for a very long ride. So choose what you want now. Choose where you want to be as a person, because the truth is, me, I can't suffer in this economy. I'm sorry, you. I've already got a promotion this year already. So for those of you that think that we're at the same level, you're on a long team, and a very long team. All right. But I'll say this again, please. Go back. In case you have obedient ears, hit me up. Our export is ready. Taiwan and Thailand has been waiting for a friend. We need to export, please. We're commodifying obedient ears, please. Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
very much, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I just wanted to put this in there. So even if it's Ghanaian cities, you can earn in. Please earn in Ghana cities. It's it's very important because today I was talking with a Ghanaian guy, like my Ghanaian friend, and okay, myself and another Nigerian guy. So the person was telling me, Mosias, the money they write, and he was like, the Ghanaian guy was like, now look you, I want the drop. I'm not like, the note I'm saying it in. So he was saying that, I mean, Ghanaian cities to the US dollar was at reason to like 15 Ghana cities to US dollar. But now it has dropped back to 11. So he was not like happy technically. But so if you can earn in Ghana cities, at least, just shall be earning in a stable currency. That's the point.
When in Nigeria, when you say this in Nigeria, people they laugh. People they laugh. But people don't understand how important what you're saying is, and how bad Nigerian currency is
Yes.
right now. They don't
Yes.
understand. Many people, the painful thing for me is that many Nigerians we love living in, and I've had this encounter. We have this main character syndrome. We don't know that they have left us behind. We don't know that we are no longer as it stands. You people are the worst things on earth. You people don't understand this, but we are always feeling like that's why I see you guys that Cameroon get. And when you meet an African that understands the position you're in, they will bamboozle you. We are finished. Just cross the border. I tell my friends in Lagos, I say, you never travel. Cross Lagos border. Go through your Lagos border, Badagry. Go to Cotonou with 10,000 naira. Go to Cotonou with 100,000 naira. Go there and see the equivalence of Cotonou Sefa to your naira. Sefa that we know in 10 years. 10 years ago, Sefa, they You're a big boy, and if you carry 10,000 or 20,000 Cotonou, go there now with 100K and see. That is the reality of Nigeria. But we always know how to max things in cruise, it's all fun, it's all games. Not only that we are bullshit. I'm loving Nigeria, but continue, I beg.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't come. Oh, sorry. I beg. If you need
Yeah,
me,
so
I'm
you, I'm
here.
coming. I'll come back to you. I mean, I saw your hand. Now that you've spoken, your hand will go back down. So, anyway, um, that's like very vital information. So you don't think I'm joking, no? If you can end in Ghana City, end, please. Like I said, the important thing is a stable currency. I used to say this. I said what one thing that is more dangerous than a currency that is losing value. The only thing that is more dangerous than a currency that is losing value is a currency that is unstable. So Nigeria's problem now is we have both situations. So if your currency is rise, maybe investors will say, okay, let's budget with a particular amount because we know that. But if your currency is even rising and unstable, I mean, investors consider you a time bomb. So uh, it's very important. All right, quickly, I'll just go straight to. I know I'd called Dr. Stina already, so I'll come back to you. Do you? So I'll go straight to Dr. Stina. Then we'll take a mail. I'll take General Snow. Then I'll come to do you.
All right, thank you so much, well-meaning Nigeria. I don't know if you can hear me. Good evening,
Yeah, I
everyone.
can hear you.
Good evening. Okay, so for me, I want to make some comments, and I want to try and refrain from talking about what cost what, because for me, I see a very big problem, like a time bomb that many people haven't seen. What is happening in Abuja today was what was happening in Zamfara as far back as
What?
2005.
It looks like Dr. Stana's connection is not great.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Dr. Stina is actually
Can you
speaking.
hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you, Dr.
So
Stina.
that was what was
Maybe.
happening
Go
in
ahead.
No, no, no,
Zamfara
I can
as
hear her.
far
I can
back
hear her.
as.
What I was saying is that I'm
Okay.
fighting now.
Yeah, Dr. Sina, your voice is doing like Nigerian currency.
Okay, let me talk more. So I
It's
get
going,
small children.
it's
So as I was saying, I said what is happening in Abuja today was what was happening in Zamfara as far back as 2005 when I was still in the university. When you are moving to Sokoto, then you will have your heart in your mouth when you get to Zamfara. Then it was basically small cases of minor kidnap, small cases of minor armed robbery that can lead to shootouts by the Fulani people. Anybody who is conversant with that road around that period will understand what I am saying. In fact, I lost a wife to a friend of mine then who was shot. There's this train spot in Zafra where it always happens. Was shot there. The woman they were shooting at the car, and then he didn't even know his wife had been shot or he had gone very far. Only for him to talk to the wife and she wasn't responding, and then he saw blood. Why am I saying this? We're still talking about what cost what. In most of the places where this violence has escalated to an uncontrollable state, it started as minor cases of kidnap. The issue of Boko Haram initially started as riots by the bike men. So these things starts very minor, and before you know, because we have the kind of government that have two principal problems. One is psychophancy, meaning that most of the people I want to leave the personality of the person in power. I mean, whoever they are, they are. The people around them first are the problem. They hardly say the truth. Okay, we can see what happened with Buhari and Bash, or what's his name. Suddenly he's out from the coffers of power, and then he suddenly has a voice. This is one problem. Second problem is a lot of negotiation goes into getting someone prepared for the office of the president. And that was why what somebody like PO tried to avoid throughout his. In fact, if you come and see him, there's a way you will talk, meeting will end. Why? He was not interested in any shady form of, oh, you can make me president. You have 200 billion to give me. You have this to give me. I don't want. He kept on running from such kind of things. It is this kind of negotiation that gets to the point where somebody who has given billions to a candidate and the candidate has won. Now, when it is time, the person has to recover his money. That is why former Senator Sani was saying that he raised a very valid striking point. You get these kidnappers, they are all looking Caucasic and scruffy, and these are people who are collecting millions in payment for ransom. It means that somebody behind them is very big, super powerful, and all of that. Now, because of this kind of negotiation, they will say so part of Nigeria don't want to play politics. These are the kind of things that are the politics that is played. Before you know what is happening, the citizen pay for the consequences of those kind of negotiation. Now, somebody becomes too powerful. You can't even control what he does, the kind of business, even when the government knows that what they are doing is problematic. Now, before you know, the boys who are working with these people become very used to the trade. What do? They get a leader, even, and then break off camp. Why am I saying all these things? Of course, Nigerian's problem is has a Medusa head and too many heads. So you don't even know which one, where you will start cutting off. And that is why till tomorrow, I'm sorry to say it, any day they announce and say everybody's going their way, I will be very happy, because the problem is complicated now. I don't know how it's going to be fixed, but the problem is complicated. So when they ring a bell now, say everybody go to wherever you come from, I think a lot of people will be happy. Maybe if you go back to your place, when you know that whatever person you put in power will affect your brothers and your sisters in wherever they are, even if you are the one in power, maybe it will give some people a sense of responsibility to know the kind of people they put in power. I have a client abroad who will always tell me, you people have an entitled mannequin as president. And we always laugh. Sometimes I will warn him and say, no, you're talking about my country, the giant of Africa. I will say, oh, get off it. How many millions of people voting a mannequin? I'll say, oh, the guy was not voted. How do you have a president where, with all the crisis happening, none has he even used mouth? Let's even forget action to even say, oh, I am addressing this way or the other. Wike is there trying to please president. Another minister is there trying to please president. A country that law has been broken so that a governor will leave office, create an office for himself inside the government house. Another one, the one who came new, will now say, oh, don't listen to me, listen to the former governor. The problem is just too much. And until we successfully break all this energy, power, whatever inspiration, whatever is called, that this politician use against this country, which include tribalism, religious sentiment, power over their local people, and all of that, until we break it. And it was only one man that came out in the last election looking like, one, somebody without baggage; two, somebody who is not interested in shady negotiation; three, somebody who is not desperate for power, who is not ready to do anything to get in there. But of course, the curse on this country is on tribalism and religious sentiment. And I think everybody will have to bear the curse. And that is why those you can cut off who are like that, cut them off. A former colleague of mine, not former, anyway, still my colleague, called me and said, oh, have they paid salary? And, we had issue because of this Tinubu stuff. Have they paid salary? Listen, no, before you ring bell. I said, no, they have not paid salary. Of course, government work. And the person say, this thing is becoming unbecoming. This particular regime, every time, salary must be the next month. There are people that they pay middle of the month, so if people don't know. It's becoming, I now say, why are you complaining? You were the one shouting, Emilio, why are you complaining? I told him, don't ever call my number again. If you need money, go and look for somewhere else and find money, because he had so many stories of what's wrong with his children. These are the kind, you don't need to help anyone who cause, this is a problem. And we don't even know how to cause it, because somebody said before that Tinubu people don't go away. Other people go away, but his people remain. If they leave now, we are in a mess. I don't want to talk anymore. Thank you so much. We're in a deep mess.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Stina. Let me just quickly say this. Man, you went to remind me of Kogi. See, I genuinely pity people from Kogi State, but I don't want to deviate. I think that's like a conversation for another day. Thank you very much for that submission. And please, what Dr. Stina said is sacrosanct. Sometimes I used to feel guilty, but my guilt, they go anywhere. You see APC supporters, I am intentional. If I tell you some of the things I do, you say, that's too petty now, that's too petty. But that used to be petty. If I move up to Twitter here, if I see somebody that does something good, or something that I feel like, this person did something cool, I first go to the person's profile to check with it. As in, I go that low. Really, because these people, they don't. Oh, God.
Me, I dey back my own by spiritual self. By spiritual, I dey back am. I dey call am for prayers, and they call obedient, they call them. So
Ah,
sometimes they don't go know if thunder they fire them. They don't know say some of us they naked for night, they pray on top their head. Make thunder they fire them, make them they have to they, oh God.
so please, don't think as in if it's in your mind to do an APC person to teach them a lesson, right? If it's in your power, anyways. I mean, you are not God. You can't pray. But I mean, if at any point, don't feel guilty. Don't say, "Oh, this is not good." I am telling you. See, I am so convinced. I'm someone that usually feel guilty, to be honest. But I'm so convinced. I am convinced in the deepest part of my heart that anything I do to an APC person, at the very least, I'm teaching the person a lesson. The person needs to learn. He's going to learn, and he's going to learn the hard way. So that's very important. General Snow, please go ahead. After which I'll come to Jude.
Thank you very much. Well meaning. I greet everybody. Saddam, greetings, man. Bolanle, and everybody here. Thank you very much. I've been following the conversation, and the topic says Tinubu economic disaster. First of all, like a speaker said, Tinubu never promised anybody anything. And these are some of the reasons why most of us actually stood our ground and we're trying to make sure that he never gets into Aso Rock. So we're talking about a man that went to Chatham House and was delegating questions he was asked to his aides, I call them his aides or his boys. And some Nigerians came on here to say that is teamwork. And right now we are seeing the effect of the teamwork and how far it has brought us. You understand? So this man,
Team
he
shit.
doesn't care. He doesn't care about nobody. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about we. In fact, I'm sure if you're obedient, nobody even expected him to do anything different. So those Lagos boys, those Ronus that said he pushed back Atlantic Ocean, he should come and push back the insecurity in Nigeria, because we know the antecedents of this vice president. We remember the Yaya bomb guy, the bomber. We know where we saw him. He was caught in the guest house of Borno State government then. So our people say that onye nna ya zi elu ori na-eji ụkwụ agbawa ụzọ. Yotago. These criminals have become so emboldened because What can you do? They don't even wait for you to even come to the highway. They come right into the city to kidnap and to commit all sorts of atrocities, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Before you know it, another news we break that is bigger than the one that broke yesterday. We're talking about the rulers in Ekiti that were killed. Believe you me, in the next 2-3 days, that news will be forgotten. Not because we want to forget about it, but because there are fresher news, more barbaric news that will come out, and it will be like this never happened, and it's barely a week. And I think our ability to adapt in Nigeria is our greatest undoing. Our ability to just adapt to whatever situation. If they sell fuel for 2,000 naira today, Nigerians will buy it and nobody will hit the streets. If you hit the streets, you will see some people will come out to counter protest. See, these politicians, they have mastered the art of, they have weaponized poverty. Today, this guy was sharing perfumes. What are you giving people perfumes for? People are hungry and you give them perfume. They go lick perfume. If they are hungry, are they going to lick perfume? Or if they spray the perfume, they go vanish when bandits counter them. The thing is just, you don't even know the one to face. Is it economy? Is it insecurity? Is it Naira? I was in Cotonou last week. I went to POS. I told the lady, I speak the small French right now. I tell the lady, say 1,000 how much? Say 1,400 sefa. For 1,000 naira.
Say what?
1,000 naira, 400 sefa in exchange. So, so, so the thing is just, see, you don't even know what to face. You know, if you are talking about this one will spring up. You're talking about this one will spring up. If you want to talk, people will come and say, they will put in, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim. But that's not the issue. That is not what we are here for. We have to save this country first before we begin to identify ourselves with our religion and our, what you call it, our political parties. There must be a country first. If you hit the streets, there will be counter protests. They'll give them 10,000. How do we go about these things? It's confusing. It's not even about the APC guys anymore. It's about you that loves Nigeria. It's about what are we going to do to save this country, because as far as I'm concerned, Saddam will keep opening space, discussing these things, and more will be happening. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, General. I actually can relate to your frustration. So that's how I feel. But for me, I just feel, for me, I only had two options. The option was to either hibernate, like I said yesterday, like just totally shut Nigeria off my head, or to at least try to still be active. And I feel like if but I was telling some people yesterday, if we all go back into hibernation, if at any point Nigeria gets close to getting ready, it will take a long time to remobilize ourselves. And some of us know how long it took for the obedient movement. I mean, it took like a whole year. Some of us that know ourselves now didn't know ourselves as of June 2022. So it took a long time to identify, because we needed to first identify that, oh, this person thinks like me. This person knows the problem. I know the problem. So it's why it's important for us to keep talking. But one thing I will not accept from you is perfume sharing slander. That perfume was very relevant for APC supporters. I mean, we can't be dealing with economic issues and insecurity and be dealing with body odor in Nigeria. Those APC supporters needed that perfume. It should have just added soap. I think that those are very important items for APC. It did not share it for Nigeria. It shared it for APC supporters. That is a very serious need. At least, congratulations to those in Lagos, in Surulere. Congratulations to you. For at least 1 week or two, you don't have to deal with body odor. Congratulations. All right, over to you.
Thank you very much, well meaning. Greetings to everyone. Greetings to my fellow obedient, well meaning Nigerians all over the world. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Since we're on the topic of currencies, yeah, Cameroon is 4-1 for Nigeria, right? 400 CFA, as the guy said, right? I heard that yesterday, and I wasn't surprised because it's going to keep going down. we have not even we have not even tasted it. Say Agbado was licking microphone. Hey, the ones when Nigerians go leak, if they see microphone, may they thank them, may they go they do Thanksgiving for church. They go see tissue paper for ground, they go call am money. Eh? the craze when they come that country, we have not even we have not even begun to even visualize or even think it, to be honest. There's madness going on in Nigeria right now. Well, on this topic of the hypocrisy, Nigeria's situation is so mind-boggling. It's disturbing. On the one hand, you're trying to talk about solutions. Let's all come together. Let's have the necessary tools so we can resist. As you are saying that, other people are saying, Abego, we know how to deal with our problems. This is not a Southeast. As soon as you mention it, they just immediately tag you. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and I was saying, as Nigerians, we all need to come together. I don't know how else to say this. We all need to get sense. The people that are being affected need to come together and ensure that we push this back. Do you know the response I got? I beg. I know you, Omo Igbo, that's what you will say. I'm not an Igbo girl, but I take them. I don't kukuma they wear the badge since they don't they tag me. I say kukuma, I be there's no difference with the title rapper. The title rapper where I come from, the title rapper for Igbo. So we are related. I follow. That's what I was hearing. How do we now fight? Make una tell me. We are saying, I've heard the argument, everybody should go. And I've been on that table too. I have considered it so many times. Let everybody go their separate ways. But guess what? What we are experiencing and seeing with all these monsters in Nigeria who call themselves politicians, that's what's going to trickle down. You think they're going to go away? We have Agbadorians all over Nigeria. So if we even say we want to break away, that same mentality of a Milokan, a lot of people will take it, the bigger ones will trample on the little ones. So how do we solve this problem? Okay, let's have tools so that we can fight back. They're saying, I'm hearing argument, oh no, we cannot harm these people. Nigerians, they are very hot-blooded, they are this. Oh, so it is better for them to be dying at the hands of these devils. Instead of them to have something to defend themselves with, let them just kukuma die. That's what is preferred. Do we even listen to ourselves sometimes when we talk? So you are saying that Nigerians, they are incapable of thinking for themselves. My dad had bish in the house. They knew him for that. So people were afraid. The man was a hunter. He liked to hunt. On his weekends, he will go and hunt. So I don't understand it. Because of that one, my papa don't form vigilante for our area before when they were having issues with armed robbers at one time. What are we talking about? So are we going to fold our hands? Let's fold our hands. Let these people come and be doing turn by turn. They will knock on door A, bish, door B, bish. Is that what we want? Is it not better for you to fight, knowing that, okay, either way, all go na go, but we must wrestle this thing together. I know sometimes I go sit down and go think Nigeria matter, I will come they get headache. I'll never sleep now. I've been having sleepless nights because of Nigeria matter. Sleepless nights. Because I dey think, all these people, when, farmers, all the people for villages, for the small towns what we get for Nigeria, we not get access to Anything, even phone, light self no dey. Some communities have not had light in years. How do they know what's going on? How does the message trickle down to them? So Nigeria matter. I say fuck everyone. I'm your goddamn selves. And we fight to the end. Nobody's getting out alive. Anyway, I yield. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, do you? Uh, I guess we're talking on the context of insecurity. We need to ensure you arm yourself against insecurity. That's very vital. Self defense is your right in terms of insecurity now. All right, thank you very much. Okay, quickly, I'll take. I think ID. Have been here for a long time, so I'll take ID. Then Omar's therapy. I can see your face. I can see you, Chris. Please, in the speaker section, you intend to speak. Ensure your hand is up. So if your hand is not up, we would have to pull you down. So sorry. All right, ID. Go ahead.
You women in Nigeria, Mr. Sam, Mummy Bolanle, and everyone on the space. I greet everyone. I think Nigeria matter, just as the last speaker said, it's really worrisome. And of course,
ID. Uh, ID. Check properly. I don't know if it's your microphone. There's a sound. Try again. Let's see.
okay, is it better now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Just a
okay, all
second.
right, because of my earpiece. So I think we must, of course, understand the root cause, which has to do with leadership. And the more reason, most of us were really concerned, some months back, and important that we get it right in terms of leadership. But today, we are not getting any better, and we are in for a long ride. Because if you check the economic metrics, even from what analysts and experts forecast, I don't think the falling and rising of Naira is going to stop anytime soon. And the reason is we have people that are in corridors of power with no political will to, do some needful things that would have helped to salvage the economic situation. And we are also in for some persons that are made it a point of duty to be spreading propaganda. I was just in the space, the cable space, this evening, and one of these APC members, was coming to, I see it as gaslighting, saying that the cause of insecurity, the cause of economic problem in the country, that he's going to blame Nigerians, because he believed that some people are hoarding dollars. They are the reason for the economy not to grow. And it was shying away from the fact that, this bug of blame lies in the hands of the government, because, of course, the government should have a set of standard by which people follow. So if a thief is being caught, and then the thief is not being prosecuted and is being set free, is the same thief not going to go back and continue in the crime, because he find it as a safer haven for him, to continue in that art. So I think the government of the day, I'm not sure they are ready to, solve the economic problem that we are facing. And it's because they see it as a way of the benefit, of course, from it. We know that today, most of these guys, they transact even in dollars. So if you don't even have faith in your in your currency, which is naira, then I don't think we will have a solution to our problem as a nation. So my advice for us, as I always say, is that we should, of course, try to control our resources. And it's important right now that we also have that culture of management. So much I agree with Mr. Peter Obi when, of course, he talks more about cutting, the cost of governance, but the government are not ready to cut the cost of governance. On our own part, we must look for alternative by which we can, of course, live and not just exist in this current economic situation in the country. Thank you, women in Nigeria.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you.
thank you. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, ID, for that submission. Okay, quickly, I'll take Omar's therapy, then I'll come to Office of the Nigerian Citizen, then Chris. Dr. Barry, I can see you.
Good evening, MS Sadam, well-meaning. Good evening, Mommy Bolanle, and all the well-meaning Nigerians in space. To the topic, Tinubu economic disaster. I mean, for you to be an authority on something, you have to be either qualified by educational qualifications or certifications or experience. Now, Tiff Nubu doesn't have any. No educational qualifications, no experience whatsoever. Like, what genuine or credible businesses has he built or managed? I don't mean the drug business, right? Like, so what are we really expecting him to do? You can't give what you don't have. The guy clearly doesn't have any. He doesn't have nothing. Okay, he has ideas. And people said, oh, that we're waiting for him to bring from his wealth of ideas and all. Ideas is relative, oh, because there are good ideas and there are bad ideas. And you are waiting for him to. He has been giving us his ideas. That's what's currently running. All the stupid ideas, all the ideas that don't make sense, nothing. That's what he's been giving you. So I don't know when people talk about, oh, he's going to give ideas. I don't know what people are expecting. And then this Ronus hypocrisy is really hypocrisy, because I innocently entered the space. They tag that space, the killing of the monarchs, right, and the abducted children. So I entered, and the things I heard from that space, these runners, I didn't hear them hold the illegitimate government of the day accountable for the insecurity that is happening in Nigeria. I was hearing strange terms like the problem is not really the Fulani herdsmen, is not them. It is I heard strange terms like European Yoruba. Please, which one is European Yoruba? I heard it for the first time. That is the European Yorubas and the European Igbos plus the Yoruba Nation and IPOB, that this was happening in IPOB, that they will be killing people amongst themselves and they want to target that is. So the European Yorubas, you've been held, accountable, and the European Igbos too. They say you are the reason for it. The killings, the insecurity, and someone had the guts to end with God bless Bola Ahmed Tinubu, God bless Nigeria, on your mandate we shall stand. Another one said there is probably the European Yorubas that want some money, and after that they should not worry, ransom will be paid and the kids will be released. And I asked the question, I'm like, do you know, have you ever, I'm a therapist, have you ever counseled a child who was raped before? If you have ever done it, I counsel these children, I literally get sick, because some of them may never be able to live normal lives again. Can you imagine what they may be doing to those Ekiti boys right now? Can you imagine what they may be doing to them, or what they are doing to them? And you're comfortable with, oh, we'll just pay money and bring them back. You're bringing them back in what state? What is their mental, their psychological state? What their emotional state? How you bringing them back? Some of them will never live normal lives again. And you think it's that easy? We just pay money and we bring them back to live what kind of life? So these people never cease to amaze me. They apportion the blames. Of course, we've heard here about the political police have come with their own. Their own is political topography. They've, said that is the one that is responsible for the insecurity. Why this runners came up with is the European Yorubas and wow. I mean, when we cannot even speak up about the causes of the evil that is happening in this nation, how do we solve it? Just tell me how. I yield. Thank you.
All right, thank you very, thank you very much. Homas therapy. I was thinking, I thought Mommy B. Mommy B, I think Mommy B is European Yoruba.
Yeah, now them they cut on. Maybe it's maybe now they cut on.
Hey,
European, you say on a phone, when people going to speak Yoruba with accent, you know, you know, they give them for Yoruba. You know, don't cause bandits, don't go.
Mommy people will do it for this country. So these are the yeah, there's a
See,
problem.
I swear, what Bishop Oyedepo said last year, say the amount of people that will vote for Tinubu is the amount of people that are mentally, that are in the mental, that are not in the
Yes.
mental hospital in Nigeria. I swear
So
to God, that thing is real. These people are mad. People that do all these therapies. You know, in Nigeria, we don't understand this. What therapies? The work of a therapy. We don't know. We don't know that there are people that are really mad. Mental health. We don't take mental health serious in Nigeria. We feel like a cruise. Now, normal thing. Now, normal thing. Many people don't mad finish.
and
How
they
you go
talk
see person wey
No,
talk say, eh,
they assume that it's the ones that are on the street that don't begin pull cloth. Now, and those are the ones they think are mad, right? They don't know that, in fact, those that those that are actually wearing clothes that seem sane, that are one incident away from killing someone, and then for Nigeria, because we don't deal with mental health. Most people are traumatized by everything that's going on, and they keep on trying and trying to suppress. When people start to erupt,
Mom, let me just play this 21 seconds clip for you to understand when I say many of these guys are truly mad. And we that are saying and we understand this, but they don't even know. Please listen to this man. If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it is successful again. A town hall different from blue, Bulaba. Then they clap. Then for that hall, they clap for them. Who is as in any person where they as in if your brain is correct, you hear an innovation to a successful town hall. There is no correlation, and then it ends with blue. There's no correlation from A to Z. You heard all these things, and he said, and you see them need to come out on space and defend him. No, he was trying to say, we are dealing with mad people in that country, unfortunately, but that's where we are. Well, Nigeria, please, back to you.
yeah, so yes. Yeah, it's a successful again. A town hall. Different. Hey God. Voila. Office of the Nigerian citizen. Please go ahead, 3 minutes.
Oh, now, why you play that clip now? Be like, that clip now. I've been playing that clip on repeat just to have a laugh over the last few days. A town hall, different. See, Nigeria has an imbecile in Asarok, somebody, and and people are running head over heels just to keep the imbecile in power. I wasn't even willing to even speak today until well-meaning played that video. Was it Salam that played that video of Olumuyiwa Adejobi when he mentioned the topography thing? Like, what is that? So now the problem of Nigeria is topography. Now you probably the one that kind of made me think was look at how he drew a line between Lagos and Delta with water. I'm not sure people even realize what he was trying to portray from that point. These guys are willing to deflect every single security problem and always look for a way to point to a common enemy. It did not start today. You remember when in Abuja, when this whole kidnapping thing started and the Chinasa Phillips Monica came because people were looking for a common enemy. The day that Nabiha's father came and said what he said about the identity of the guys that kidnapped his family, that propaganda died. I'm very, very happy for social media. I'm very happy you're in social media at this point where you cannot tribalize the criminality in Nigeria. I'm very glad if this was the 60s where we did not have social media, things would have been a lot different. We would have criminalized a particular section of the country and said, oh, the Igbos are the ones that are responsible for these things. When what happened in Ekiti happened, and the guys that escaped came out to come and identify the identity of these foreigners that come into Nigeria to wreak havoc, these terrorist herdsmen that do not have cows. If they did not say that, even when they even said that, remember, just listen to what Thomas Therapy said, that now they say, oh, it's not Yorubas, it's European Yorubas. For Christ's sake, what is that? Once again, these guys, in support of this imbecile, are looking for a common enemy. It is not the first time it has started. So I'm hoping that Nigerians, my own job right now is just to keep telling everybody who their enemies are. Your enemies, number one, is represented by APC, the terrorist organization, in connivance with the terrorist headsmen trying to wipe out every indigenous Nigerian. You probably don't realize that this is not just the guys in the Middle Belt. These are including the Yorubas, including the Igbos, including everyone that is native to Nigeria. We gladly clear them out until they take over this country. There's an onslaught, there is a jihad that we know is currently happening, and we must brace ourselves. If it requires that we arm ourselves to the teeth to get it happening, like Babati will say, take your exercise very seriously. And that means in fact that brings me to saying that I strongly support the motion to arm yourselves. What's that thing called? The legal civilian bearing of arms. Yes, that's the word. Some people will say that it's going to cause anarchy. There is already anarchy. There is no worse anarchy than we already currently have. So please, as much as possible, I think I'll just round up at this point. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. And I see everybody. Please, someone should call you Maxwell back. I've not seen him anywhere. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. No, for using Maxwell is doing fine. Using Maxwell, we want him not to go and study law, to just forget. But at least he can still practice his law maybe outside Nigeria. So he wants to just finish what he started in Nigeria so that he can go on. So, but I mean, generally, he's doing okay. He's doing fine. And I liked, there's a point you said that I think I want to emphasize for everybody. Everybody should know. And I think that's what, violence space or, spaces generally should be about now. It's really to equip us with enough to point those that are unaware to who their enemies are. I think that's like, for me, that's what everybody, that's the least everybody should be doing in Nigeria. Is the very least. If you say, we are doing nothing, we should come out. I think the very least you can do is to be pointing any Nigerian that you come across every day to who the enemies are in an emphatic way. No, it's not that regular, our leader, they steal our money. No. As in, God, radicalize, let them know the extent. Let them hear billions. Let them hear it. So that over time, when it begins to sink in everybody's head, people will know the dangerous point they are in. So that everybody points everybody to who the enemies. APC is very easy to call. Chris, let's have you, bro.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Hello, everyone on the space. Tinubu economic disaster. Yeah, I'm laughing in Mandarin and in Valeria because we never even reached the disaster. It's still ahead. And these people are doing everything they said they would do. And let us not forget that he said he would widen the tax net. That one still they come. So Nigerians, brace up, brace up yourself. The tax net has not even been casted, so we never even hit disaster. Still ahead. Anyways, very quickly, so social media, this space, right, especially here on X, is probably the only form of media that they are unable to gag, right? Even with all the social media auctions on their payroll, like all over the world, right? They hate it that we still have it going on social media. They think they pepper them, there's nothing they can do about it. They wish they had something they could do about it, but That's why I want to encourage everyone to, just press the pedal to the metal, like full throttle. No grief for anybody here, where you day, where you they live, for school, anywhere, even here on X, no grief for anybody. Continue to press. If there is anything on your mind to post, to continue to call them out and to continue to annoy them some more, please post it. Don't wait, thinking that someone else would post something. Just post, no matter how small. And whilst you are at it, don't forget that Tinubu is a certificate forger, a mandate thief, identity thief, perjurer, drug addict, drug trafficker, criminal, in fact, murderer self. Don't forget while you're at it. Continue to put it out there on X. Yeah, and in that light, I want to remind us that February 25th is around the corner. And then we spoke about it the last space here on violence space that we would like all of us to, remind the world what happened February 25th, especially the fact that that's the day, arguably the day that democracy died in Nigeria. So I would like a situation where once it's out, we all have the graphic up as our profile picture here on Next. Let the world ask what is going on. I know some of us will be fine boys, fine girls, fine men and women. We won't show us our pictures and stuff, yeah, but just for a day at least. February 25th. I've been trying, someone asked after using my if Vaspa is okay, he's a bit under the weather as well. So that's why he's my plug when it comes to graphics, right? So he's not been able to, knock something together for me. That's why we've not, have one prepped up. But I was just on my own. You don't think I do graphics. Like, if I don't get correct draw on Photoshop on my laptop again, so I used publisher to just do this one. It's on my DP, but it's not as good as I would like it. But I'm hoping that when UCMaster gets one done, we'll have something that we would all like to use. So put
Yeah.
that at the back of your mind, February 25th. Thank you, UC. And thank you,
Uh,
well meaning.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, Chris. I'm sure a lot of, in fact, people don't they cook already. People are already, and I think it's something that we run through the entire month. We need to let the world know how we got. Let's first of all remind ourselves and also let the world know how we got where we are. All right, barrister. I say barrister. Doctor Barrister Barry. Dr. Barry, please go ahead. 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. 1 minute. Mommy B. Saddam. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy. Oh boy. All these Agbado people, they don't rest small for Jimmy Wala. Wala. If I just sit down, just dey go through space, violent space, just dey while up my time. I go hear Jimmy voice. I go say, "Kai, boys dey all the way from Chicago." In fact, I tell you, all these Agbado people, they go say, "Where this guy wey dey deal with us?" Even them too, they go don calm say, the heat just calm down, but they no know say na repackaging. When we go come again, these Agbado people they go hear am. Thank you so much, Violent Space, for making my violence sell. Because actually, me, I be violent person already. Violent, no be violent to kill. Violent. I just get the spirit of violence when it comes to good governance, quality leadership. Omega X, baby. Correct. On brother, Alpha. Mommy G, Mommy Juliet, I dey greet you well. We be like say my own here, and I just dey greet you. I might come up for the line. Real ever best. If I catch you for Abuja, you go know something. You go say Alpha, everybody. I greet everyone so much, and I thank God that you guys are all well. Thank
Yeah.
you, my sister. I can see you. What's her name again? Oma therapy. I beg. Me, they don't rape me. Nigeria don't rape me. I beg, can't give me therapy.
Right.
I beg.
Thank, thank you very much, Dr. Barry. Anyway, thank you very much, Dr. Barry, for that shout out. Uh, for those shout out to people, you just go give shout out. Anyway, I think that's you probably started ahead of Saddam. I think that's a fair place to actually. And no, it's not a fair place. It's a manageable place to actually draw the curtain of the space. Um, Salam had said it earlier, and it's actually we need to. There's a lot that needs to be done. So for those that are just joining, let me add my voice to Saddam's voice to emphasize it. Violence Peace now starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 11. So we are currently even kind of behind schedule. We just want to get as many people to really add their voice. It's really not about how sophisticated you sound. I can see a couple of people still requesting apologies if we are not able to bring you up or we can't bring you up. Some of the people are requesting. And they'll really close my eye. I don't want to look am. I don't want to look am because then they'll be my oh God, if you go if you go drag me for my DM. So apologies if we can't bring you up. So please if going forward, just try to have it at the back of your mind, the time. And if you really want to say something, like today, I really wanted to, Malam Jabri, I know you're around, I can see you, but we are running out of time. So please, on Tuesday next week, I really want to hear from you on the food situation. Let people understand how hungry, so that maybe they'll start to buy food ahead now, if they can save, there's no money. But like I was saying earlier on the space, I want someone like Malam Jabri who goes to farm to tell you, oh, last year I was going to have harvested this. This year, from the look of things, I will not be able to harvest this. So that you can do it. So that may not be like saying people just there they don't like Tinubu now. Why they just there? They just want, they don't just like him, not mind them. Never talking a lie. A lot, everything that we say is like it's fact based, and it's not even, it's really because we want to face reality. We want people to know the level of mess we are in so that we can also solve this mess. So thanks for joining the space today. Thanks I enjoyed today's space actually. I think, we're able to get a good number of speakers because I'm always concerned about the fact that within that little time, maybe it might, but today we're able to get good number of speakers, seasoned speakers, people that made a lot of sense as usual. So hopefully on Tuesday next week we'll get more listeners, more speakers as well. So please try to come early, request the mic early, and save us by making your submission as short as possible. All right, Saddam, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, my brother in Nigeria. Guys, thank you very much. And we've come to the end of on that space. Sorry, very, very much sorry for all of those that could not come up to speak. I see many of my favorites came up here, but as we say on this place, we have to be, when we say time discipline, we have to be time discipline going forward this year. That exercises we had last year, we can't do it this year. We also have lives to live, and time is money, and we can't give that time this year, honestly speaking. So please, we have pegged these spaces from 8 p.m. Nigerian time to 8 p.m. Nigerian time to 11. And if you cannot make it that time, unfortunately, we cannot continue the space. So, guys, thank you very much. You have come to the end of Under Violence Space. We'll be back here next week. As always, say Nigerian matter, they finish. Nigerian wahala, they finish. We'll be back here next week.
Oh, Emir Saddam, sorry, no vex, no vex. 2 seconds. People, why are you not following parallel facts? I am shocked that we are still not 100,000 followers. Now they beg you. I mean, you don't like good news. Okay, you've had your access to it. Let other people have access to the same news. Help follow the platform, please. Please, by the time we come back on Tuesday, let us have reached 100,000. Please. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. You guys heard it. Please, guys, follow, push parallel facts as much as possible. You heard them, Shetima come out today to cry that the only problem they have is people on social media crying and celebrating Nigeria. They know how much of a menace you guys are on social media. I say this all the time. We don't even know what we have. We underestimate the power of what we have. And also, I will say this, please. We are the names of fools that people should not, that obedience know right now. Those same fools that you all know should be people that you should not engage with. When you see them tweet, when they make tweets, don't just whatever, no matter how triggering their tweets are, please do not engage these people. I don't understand why many of us don't understand these things. You have no business defending P2B at this point in time. You have no business defending. Let them say P2B will never be president, P2B with this, P2B. It is not your business. The reality at stake is that Nigeria is currently crumbling. And these freaking criminals will do everything possible to make sure that we don't discuss about Nigeria's current situation. P2B is big enough to handle himself. He will always come at it, except it is something that we all know, okay, it's coming from probably their top echelons. Then we can go down there. But when you're looking at all these freaking Vuvuzela boys, these Hallelujah boys, I know that all they're using you guys for is engagement, and you get triggered by whatever they say happy to be, then you still don't understand the plot. Nigeria is sinking every single day. And the more the more you talk less about Tinubu, the better for them. So it is important we talk more every single day. Forget these guys. We have I so thank God for Harry in this movement. We have a one-man squad that he's even, they see what Harry they do. Leave that one for Harry. You guys to focus on making sure we amplify how disastrous the man in Asorok is. It is very, very, very important, brothers and sisters. Thank you, guys. Please, we'll be back again, hopefully, next week, Tuesday. For those that could not come up to speak today, I beg no vex. As I've always said, we are trying to make sure this space is done in maximum 3 hours. And in the space of 3 hours, we are done and we're out of here. As we always say, Nigeria Matan, they finish. I will be back on Tuesday to discuss. And I see all of our beautiful people on the platform. Thank you, Mom Bolande. Thank you, my brother, in Nigeria. Thank you. I see you, my brother, General Snow. Chigozie, good to have you here. Sheun L. Modern name, Seth. Malam Jabir, good to have you. Sarah Ibrahim, Barrister Juliet, Real Ever Best. Sorry for coming late. You will really have myself. I don't even give a mic. Look at understand the take B. Omega XD, Sweet Angel of the Real Ever Best. Let me hail Sweet Angel for you. Sweet Angel, Real Ever Best wanted to come and hail you, but I did not give him mic. Yes. Thank you very much, Anka Dede, Honorable Adachi for Ekena, Mama Dogo, I see you. Thank you very much. God's will for Nigeria, Polonium, Color Day, Niger Exchange, Obina, Oluwadamilari, Captain Jamil, my big bro. Thank you for joining us today. Dr. and Mrs. Mary White, Joe Obedient, B Rookie, Rhoda Sanda, Cindy Gold, Gladys, Incoming Virus, Odun Tutu, Lamidi, Tony, Fetch, Osem, was good to have you here. Amodaril, Jack, Rookie, SIM card, Stella, good to have you, ma. Emmanuel, Ajali, Duchess, Mike, Ken, Balactic, Dan, Chimezie, Health is Wealth, LVG, the God, I see you, my brother, Dr. Talata, Pelumi, my bro, how you doing? Thank you so much, guys. I can't call all the names, but from my side, it's all love and light. We'll be back, hopefully, God's willing, on Tuesday. Same station, same time. As I always say on this platform, we do this for God and for country. And please get ready with your polling unit results. As we pepper them this February, let us remind Nigerians and the world who Nigerians truly came out to vote for. God bless you all and stay safe.